It's got a rubbing noise on the fan, I think. Just a few more dollars. I'm near the completion of this car. It's exciting, and the engine hasn't started yet. And as you can see, I've got a table in here. It's a tight squeeze up there. I've got the ironing board and a few other knickknacks. But we've had rain the whole time, so I've still got the bonnet off the front. So I want to work on the starter motor. So I've chosen to do some other work. But the next few weeks is exciting. I want to be able to drive this on the road, get it hooking. While the other garage, like a tuner can, I can't move in there, and it's still raining now. But the next week's forecast, it'll looking really good. So while it's wet, I've got plenty of room in this garage, and this motorbike has to be complete. It's that rear wheel needs to be straightened up. While I've got room in here, I might as well strip this motorbike and prepare to change the wiring harness. I did order one from Holland. They sent the wrong one. I do have a spare one. It's not the right one. So my wiring harness has to be solved. So I'm going to order one from New Zealand, Anaconda, and a few other parts I found that they've got as well, like the spring clip for the air cleaner and 2 tank rubbers, which you can't get through CMS. Hopefully CMS will do the right thing and refund my money, because I clicked on the V1000 FE wiring harness and they sent me a different one. Even though the part number, I don't know the part numbers, only they do. How do you know the part numbers? Where do you go to get the right part number? So it's all guesswork, but it is, one guy said on the V1000 forum, it's the one with the 6000 on it. But how do I know that? They don't have a database to tell you the part numbers. So I'm going to tear this thing apart, pull the wiring harness out of it, and order the one from New Zealand. Might take 2 or 3 weeks to get here, but I think it's well worth it. And in the meantime, I've got to buy an igniter. Fun and games, folks. This is the old Battler, mate. The old Battler. Jeez. Yeah, well, folks, I don't want a new bike. I want an old one. Well, I want a new one with all thing. I don't do much riding, and I'm a sports rider, remember? So why not only spend a few £1,000s and get a lot of fun out of it? So hopefully I can do a time lapse or two. Continues, folks, and it's time to start this sucker. Well, this car, I mean. And I've just got the air cleaner off. What I've done is polished and really cleaned all the terminals, like in there, make them really new again, make them great again, as Trump says, great again. You've got to make things great and don't water things down. Here's the air cleaner, and what happens, this is the air cleaner that goes up the top there, and here what happens is you put oil down the bottom in here, and that's your air cleaner, and you change that oil periodically, as it says on the guidance here. And it says under severe dust conditions change oil daily, otherwise 3,000 miles, 5,000 kilometers. Yeah, so I've got some oil here and I'm going to drop some in. I put fuel in the carburetor. There's none in the fuel tank, so if it starts I'm going to switch it off and fill the fuel tank up. Just going to see if it fires. I just remembered lining up the mark on the distributor, time it, had the spark plug out, see if anything happens. This is some long-winded project that can drive you bananas, mate. But I think it's close. Just hope it fires, because I filled the carburetor up with fuel. I don't want to run it for too long if it does fire. I would like to put some fuel in the fuel tank so I can suck it right through. Things look in order. I don't know about the oil light. Got a rubbing noise on the fan, I think. Something's rubbing. Oh, it works. Yeah, I might have to pull the fan housing off and have a look, because I did weld the fan housing quite a bit. I'll turn the idle screw up a bit. I'll just see if it starts like that. Well, success, folks. Well, I don't know if the choke's on or not, so. It's rubbing somewhere. It's that fan, I think. I think I was supposed to do the job while I had the engine out. Must have forgot. Bit of smoke from the... See what happens. No, the fan's rubbing, so fan housing. It's a bit of a setback actually, but pull the bonnet off and pull the fan housing out. I think it's out of fuel. Anyway, it runs. So happy with that. We success for the beholder. Maybe tomorrow what I might do, finish the doors off, put the bonnet on, just see what happens. Sunday morning, and I'm barreling on the car, and I want to finish the back up here. I'm getting the door cards in there, so they're nice brown. Very contrasty, probably doesn't suit everyone, but this is the way I've chosen. So you have three different shades there. You got the head lining perforated, you got the light tan, you got the light brown. So what I'm working on now is that it doesn't look like these holes in this card exactly in the right spot. So I might have to chew the back out, but you can't touch the front here. And also I bought from the webs, as I said, these clips. I'm going to fit these at the back here, and I'm going to get this working nicely, because that looks so beautiful. Just those two things, they'll just see there, looks so good. So they go up in here. A couple of stoppers. I don't know how to find the holes with the stoppers there. Stoppers meaning a rubber, couple of little rubber pads. I like to get every little detail. I have to make sort of like a bracket for the battery here. So it's looking alright. Oh, just trying to get out. folks, it's looking alright. The biggest disappointment is the engine, the squealing noise. The fan is rubbing. So what I'll do tomorrow, reverse the car in and pull the engine apart. I might just time lapse it. I should have it done in one day, but I don't have a grinder anymore, so what, I have to beg and borrow from a neighbour. I can go see Mel. So in the next episode, you'll see. Stinky. Just doesn't want to idle. Thanks for watching the episode. More to come, and I'm an adventurous sort of guy, so I'm going to devolve after this car. I'm going to get into other things, more adventures, and you will see, and if you just hang in there, you'll see where I end up in the world. There's a hint.